Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have an update for Project Panopoly, which was created by my friend Jamie, the Impulsive Panner. She created a website for this project, so her channel and her website will be linked down below. But it's basically a panning game based off of the board game Monopoly, where you roll a dice and you move to different spaces, and each space has a different prompt to help you choose a makeup item to pan. She also has a random use wheel if you want to utilize that. And if you land on a challenge space, she has created a challenge wheel as well. It is very fun and interactive, and I've just been really enjoying participating in this project. I know there are some other panners that do this on Instagram and on YouTube, so be sure to follow the hashtag and check their updates out. Jamie has created a second edition, so she's updated the board, and I'm working on the second edition, but she also has said that she's going to update it for a third time in August. And yeah, I don't know how long I'll do this project, but I really want to just see and play the third edition as well, so I'm excited for that. If you are new to my channel, I do mostly project panning, which means I am actively working through my collection that I already own, trying to finish things up, trying to get some usage on things. I am on my second no-buy in a row, so just games like this, projects, help me get use out of different items. I also do some palette bingos where I randomize eyeshadows and create a look, and every now and then I do some get ready with me. So if that sounds good to you, I hope you stick around and subscribe before you leave, and of course give this video a thumbs up. You're supposed to work on 5 items at a time. Somehow I have ended up with 7. I think I've rolled things in like when I was close to hitting a goal or just things like that. So we'll just go down the line from what has been in longest to what has been rolled in from last update. And the first item was for this space newest product, and at the time my newest product was this Simply Posh Snow Angel palette, and my goal was to use this No Pan Left Behind. This is the palette. It's so beautiful. This is such a me palette. Muted cool tones. Love it. But last update I had created one look with this palette, and I was able to create 3 additional looks, 3 or 4, to complete No Pan Left Behind. So I did combine these shadows with other eyeshadows and other projects, and so you'll be seeing the looks on the screen. I am loving this palette in my collection, and I have reached my goal, No Pan Left Behind, so it's rolling out, but it's a little bittersweet because I really liked working on it. I'm usually looking down at my phone, but I actually have my laptop here on like a little table, so that's why I'm looking over here this time. It's just a little different. But the second space that I have is nail product, and I had rolled in these like nail art plates where you use a stamper and stamp them on my nails. My goal is to do 3 different manicures with utilizing a design from these nail plates. Last update I had used 1, and I expressed how frustrating they were to use, and I have not used them again, which it's a little bit of a bummer. I definitely could have done my nails, like they're not painted or anything. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna keep it in. I will do at least 1 more before the next update, but yeah, it's not very user-friendly for me, I guess, and trying to troubleshoot what I did wrong, I just don't feel like doing that. But I will. So that prompt is staying in. The next space was oldest product, and I got the usage goal of 20 uses. So I chose my oldest foundation, and that is my Tarte Face Tape foundation. So the goal was 20 uses, and last update I had 9 uses. I did not mark this. I forgot, but it honestly hasn't moved that much. So this bottom line is where it was when I rolled it in. This is after 9 uses, and hopefully you are going to be able to see where it is now. It's like up here. So I have used this 16 times. I actually have it on today, but I do use a lot less product now. Like after this big jump, I was using this like by itself. Some days I would mix it, but I have been mixing this with other products every single time that I use it. So I think that's why it's like slowing down. I do have it on today mixed with, oh man, like 3 other things. Because if you're not familiar with what I am currently panning, I am panning another foundation that is very orange and very dark. So I have to mix like a ton of stuff into it for it to work. But I've used that 16 times and it is staying in for the 4 uses. I should have had that done by now, but I'm panning other things. The next product was actually for the Space Foundation, and I rolled in my Misha BB cream. So in the random use wheel, I got choose your use, and I always pick 10 uses if I land on that spot, and I did use this 10 times. It was very easy to do. Again, I would mix this with things. I did wear it on its own maybe once or twice. If I have a picture of myself wearing just this, I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, I got exactly 10 uses because I'm using other foundations. I didn't want to like go over my use, but I really love this foundation, and I don't know if it's moved at all, but yeah, it is very nice, very easy to meet my goal. The next base I got was bronzer, and I had gotten 10 uses on the random use wheel. So I picked my Juvia's Place Bronzer Duo. This is the light version, and I actually depotted and decluttered the bottom shade because it was too dark and too orange, but this shade works pretty well. I'm actually wearing this on my forehead today. I do have cream bronzer under it, so that's not like a super accurate depiction, but this is very light, very buildable, and I did use it 10 times. Today was my 10th use. I feel like I've used this more than 10 times, but that's what I have written down, and it is rolling out, so that's very exciting. And then the second to last prompt was for the Space You Choose lip product, and I decided to work on my like most bougie actually, is my Estee Lauder lipstick more than this? I actually don't know that for a fact, but I rolled in my Pat McGrath Labs lipstick. I keep it in the box because it's so beautiful, but this is the shade Nude Romantique. And the usage wheel gave me 5 uses, and I thought that was a really good goal because of course I'm working on other lipsticks, but this is it. I just love this packaging so much, and I was able to use this 5 times. It's just such an easy shade to wear very everyday. I could pair it with the different lip liners that I am panning. I'm panning like a neutral brown lip liner and a pink lip liner, which you will see next. So it was fun kind of switching the tone up with this with the different lip liners underneath, and I did meet my 5 use goal. And then, like I said, the next product is a lip liner, and it was for the prompt high usage goal. So that must have been a challenge. Yes, I spun the challenge wheel and I got high usage goal, and I rolled in my NYX lip liner in the shade Bloom. I love this lip liner. It's a beautiful pink tone, and my high usage goal was 30 uses. I feel like that is a really good number. And her, like Jamie's usage wheel, there is a 20 use on there. So I didn't want to do 20 uses. I wanted to do a little more 50 sounded way too high. So I landed on 30, and I think that feels really good because I could literally wear this every day if I wanted to. But I have used it 12 out of the 30 times, so it is not rolling out quite yet. I have a little over halfway to go, so I probably won't be able to meet that by next update. Just because I have other lip liners that I'm working on. I'm wearing like my brownish lip liner today under lipstick, so I kind of like switch off between my neutral lip liner and my pink lip liner, which has been working out. So I'm gonna roll in some new prompts. I kind of went back and forth on whether or not I'm gonna keep it at 7, and I did film like myself rolling products in before this, so I know what I did, but you'll see what I do in this footage. If you are not familiar with how I do my Project Panopoly like roll-ins, I screen record myself doing them on my computer. I just think it's fun to have you guys kind of follow along. So I have myself here in the lower left-hand corner. I do have to click on photo booth like every now and then or else I'll freeze. And then in the top left, I have my Panopoly spreadsheet where I keep track of everything. I'll just write down the prompts and goals as I roll. And then this main screen here, I have a few things open in my web browser. The first one being Jamie's website. She has created this really informative and interactive, not really interactive, informative website just explaining her project. She has the dice here. As you can see, the way I have it opened, it kind of blocks it. So I'll show you what I do in a second. But her current game board is here. This is the second edition. And she did talk about doing like a third edition sometime in August. So I'm really excited for that. She has made a challenge wheel. So if you land on the challenge space on the board, you have to roll the challenge wheel. And then if you choose to use the random use wheel, it's on here as well. But as you can see, because of the way I have my window open, it gets cut off. Again, I'll show you that in a second. So below that are her like how to play and FAQs. So if you have a question, just refer back to this page. I might need to do that this round, so we'll see. But I do have Canva open as well. This is where I play on my board. So I have this cute little sunflower here. You can see the last update I did. Oopsie, what is going on here? Wait, how do I... Okay, that was weird. You can see that I landed on the challenge wheel at the last update. And then the next tab is an ad. My dice, and then I have the usage wheel open and the second edition challenge wheel. So I'm going to... I've probably already said this in my first half of this video. I'm recording this after, before I filmed that, but I don't know how I ended up with 7 items. You're supposed to only work on 5, so I'm rolling out 4, so technically I could just roll in 2, but we'll see what I get and I will decide after I roll. So let me scoot this over a little bit. So I'm going to click this green start button in the lower right hand corner and hit stop. So I get number 8. Sorry if my computer is shaky and I kind of have you balanced on something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oldest product. So that doesn't necessarily have to be your oldest product in your whole entire collection. It could be an oldest product in one category. So, oh no, I did not think about this, having to balance and type at the same time. Okay, sorry, I'm so shaky. Let me do the usage wheel. I do really like doing the random usage wheel, just so I don't have to think about it, but I also don't want to get like the 20 use goal, which is going to, oh, yes, that was really close. So in the beginning, when I started this project, I said if I got choose your use, I would just use an item 10 times. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm shaking. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to roll and stop. I got 8 again. I'm going to move you. Is this worse? Better? Sorry. I usually have you on like my coffee table, which is higher, and I don't have this terrible angle. So I'm going to move my sunflower 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You choose face product. Perfect. I'm really annoyed that I'm moving around so much, but I'm sorry. I'm going to get my usage. No. Okay, 20 uses. Let's roll again. I'm feeling. I love this project. I think it's just so fun. 9. That's a big number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You choose eye product. Okay, and then a usage wheel. It's gonna give me 20 again. I like to use this project to quickly move through items, so I'm annoyed. I'm not annoyed. Why did it do that to me? Okay. By the way, that's not my son. I'm sure you guys are wondering. That's my stepson, who is now like 16. He is 16 years old, which is crazy. I'm going to have fun and roll again. I'm just going to keep 7 items here. I don't know why. I just want to, and I got a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lipstick. Ooh. I think that's okay. I am working on a lipstick in my Rolling Project 10 pan, and I think deck of panning. Am I working on a lipstick in this project? Yes. I just rolled out a lipstick, so I think that will be fine. Let me do my usage. Oh, that's not. Please don't give me 20 again. Okay, thank you. 10 uses. Ooh, I could do a really fun summer lipstick. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna go pick my products, and I'm a little worried. What am I gonna pick? Okay, so for oldest product, I decided to roll in my oldest blush, and it is the Essence The Blush in the shade 10 Befitting. This is basically like a neutral pink. I got this in December of 2021. I have it written down on my spreadsheet, so that's why I'm looking. And for my choose your use, I will do 10 uses. So the imprint is basically worn off in the middle. And this is its swatch, so this is going to be super easy. I am panning like another neutral blush in my Throwback 30 that is ending in July, so I'm kind of close to hitting that goal, so I probably won't be able to work on this until I meet that goal because they're very similar tones. But yeah, I think 10 uses will be very easy for that. For the space you choose face product and 20 uses, I wanted to pick something I knew would be really easy to use on like an everyday basis if I wanted to, and that I could mix with all of the foundations that I'm working on. So I decided to roll in my Catrice Soft Glam Filter Fluid. It says this is the Glow Booster, and I have shade 002 Fair. So you can see hopefully where the product has settled. I have been using this like outside of projects because I am panning quite thick foundations, and for the summer I don't really want to work on or wear thick foundations, but this shade works really well for me. I could use it on its own if I wanted to, but I'm not really a glowy girl. I like matte finishes on most things, but this is the product here. See, look how perfect that shade is for me. Honestly, it's like Catrice has really good fair skin, cool toned products. I say that, and I've only used like 2. Their under eye corrector in like rose, light rose or something like that is my favorite under eye corrector. I'm wearing it today. And then this is like so perfect for me. I do have some foundations from them that I don't remember my thoughts on, but 20 uses for that. I don't think I'll get that by the next update, but I will for sure at least have 10 uses on that, depending on how many times I mix it with my foundation. And then you choose eye product for 20 uses again. So high, so high. Again, I wanted to use something that I could potentially wear every day, like depending on what I look, of course, but I'm gonna roll in an eyeliner. I tried finishing this liner last year. It's the Ulta Beauty Automatic Eyeliner in the shade Matte Charcoal. I think I will roll this all the way up. I do not have very much of this left. So that is all. I am super curious if 20 uses will empty this. I think I am really gonna try to empty this year because I really don't know if I need a pencil liner in my life. If I ever do liner, it's like a liquid wing like this. So I have to force myself to use this. I really only use it if it's in a project or if I'm actively trying to use it up like I did last year. So 20 uses, I mean, it would be perfect to roll that out as an empty. But let me swatch it. It's exactly how it's described, a matte charcoal, which for my cool undertone, I love charcoal and gray and all that. So it is really nice with my eye product, with my eye looks. I just have to force myself to use that form of eyeliner. And then my very last space that I landed on was a lipstick, and I got the prompt 10 uses. So I'm gonna roll in, where is it? It's still in my pocket. I put things in my pocket to bring out here. So this is my Maybelline matte lipstick in the shade 665 Lust for Blush. This is one of my favorite shades in my collection. This is it here. It is a gorgeous pink everyday color. Here it is there. This is a very cool toned pink, but it's not super like crazy. I wear this for like special occasions. It's one of my go-to lipsticks that I know will look good on me, and 10 uses will be super easy. But I am working on other lipsticks and other projects, so I'm not sure if I will use this meet my goal by the next update. Just depends on like what looks I create. Like I wouldn't wear it with this green neutral look. So yeah, we'll see. It's hard not to kind of save that product as well. But I am very happy to be working on it in this project. So let me know what you guys think of my rollouts and my roll-ins. I think this project is so fun. Of course, give some love to Jamie. Click her channel down below in the description. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope you do so before you leave, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.